But let's talk about why our cars like the CRX-SI, Civics, we all know why the NSX is expensive, but why are they going up in price? We all see it on Facebook. We all see it on the marketplace, on Craigslist. OfferUp sucks. But let's talk about this a little bit deeper. By the way, who am I representing right here? And who am I representing with the shirt? If you know which YouTubers I'm representing right now, comment below. I just got a haircut, so this hat fits me better now. Well, I just got this shirt because it was just delivered not that long ago. But let's talk about why things are really jumping up. We'll start like the car right behind me. Right here, we have a 1990 CRX-SI. It has been restored. It has full complete interior, working AC, the proper year wheels. Everything is correct on this car. Why is this car so hard to find and why is it so expensive? Well, it's pretty apparent, but if you don't know why, well, let me remind you. These cars were very, very cheap at some points, to the point to where people were just buying them, gutting the fuck out of them, tracking them, or maybe not even tracking them, just racing these things out, ended up in junkyards, got wrecked. Were Y49, so with the curse, just got them thrown into a wall. But they got destroyed. A lot of them got destroyed. So numbers are going low. But the real reason why just prices are going up on complete cars that are in good shape is two main reasons. The number one reason why they started going up, not the main reason why they're so expensive. The reason they started going up is because a lot of us who are in our late 30s, early 40s, grew up with these cars. They were cheap at some point. We beat them up. We riced them out. We swapped them with B16s. We were happy with the B16 swap back then. And we moved on to other things. And eventually wanted to come back to Hondas because, hey, they were fun and they were cheap. They were cheap. So now we want to find them, and we realized, shit, you can't find these things anymore. But you know what? We're older. We got a little more coin in our pocket, and a lot of us have garages to put them in. So now we're willing to spend more money. So back then we're just willing to spend $2,000 on a CRX. Now we're spending 5, 10, 15K on a CRX. And well, we want to relive the memories when we were younger. And yes, the prices went up, but they're still relatively cheap. Now, that's going to have a lot of people in their 20s who, young enthusiasts crying and making little posts on Facebook when somebody asks market value for their cars. So when you go on Facebook and you see people listing their cars for a certain price, stop your crying. It's just the way it's going. I don't like it. I kind of do and I kind of don't. I like it because it's preserving the cars a little bit better. But at the same time, there's cars like this going for a certain amount of money, and there's people selling their clapped out CRX, based on the markets of a proper CRX. And that's just crazy. That's silly. So that's the number one reason, okay? Number two reason. Second reason why the prices kept going up once it got started, by the reason I told you, is websites like BAT. Bring a Trailer. Now, I'm not a real fan of Bring a Trailer. Bring a Trailer. Am I getting focused properly? Because that really drives the market up. That now makes local markets in a national market. So if you see a car in Florida that you want, you're gonna go and get it. Unfortunately, that same company, that same website is also, is being seen by Smojo in New York, in Oregon, in California, and all these places. So yes, that's gonna bring market up. So now I was telling you, there's people like me in their 30s or 40s who have a little more coin in their pocket who's gonna be willing to spend a little more money on these cars. But now people with more money, a lot more money than you and a lot more money than me, are seeing these cars and says, you know what, I will pay 25 grand for that CRX. And that kind of fucks you and me. So websites like Bring a Trailer is kind of screwing us up. So there you go. You're gonna have to kind of just keep an eye out. You're gonna have to keep an eye out for the deals to come through. You're gonna have to just keep looking and keep looking, because as soon as something pops up, if you don't claim it right away and make arrangements immediately, you're gonna lose out. I promise you. I've been looking for a 300ZX twin turbo pearl white, and I started with my budget at around 15,000. I'm gonna have to up that to 25, and I'm not sure if I want to spend that kind of money. But I really want a 300ZX TT. I also want an RX-7 FD, and guess what? So do you, and so does a million other people. So one of the reasons I got the NSX is I saw it on Craigslist. Yes, I'm that old. I used to buy shit on Craigslist. I saw it on Craigslist in 2009. Sold for a certain price. I felt it was very, very, very good price at the time. It's a steal these days, but it was a killer deal. I messaged the guy and I told him, hey, you know what? I want to drive to you. I want to drive 4 hours to you. He's like, no, I'll meet you in Orange County. I'm going to visit my son. And I'm like, no, I'll give you $2,000 extra. You know, when you go visit your son at school. At his school, he's going to medical school or something. I don't know. You can just spend time with him. You know, I was trying to sell him. On time. So he says, you know what? Okay. So I drove to him. I went to the bank, got the money, drove, bought the car. That's how you find deals. Okay. Back then, that's how you used to be able to find deals. If he would have taken Orange County and met with me and about 6 potential buyers, guess what? They're probably going to have much deeper pockets than I have, and I would have never bought this car. Okay? That's how we used to find deals. Can't do that anymore. These days, he would have listed it on Facebook and would have sold it like that. He could have listed it for, his asking price, and it would have gone way more. Okay? So I got extremely lucky on this. So I'm not super sour when I miss out on deals, because I've had my deal, and I hope you have yours. If you got a deal, comment below your story. I want to hear it. All right, I love hearing stories of people about how people came across their cars. I paid $5,000 for that car, and I feel like I got a killer deal on it. I was at work. It was about 9 a.m. The guy finally messaged me. You know what? I'll pay 5.5. I'll take 5.5. I messaged him a month and a half before. He wanted 7.5 or 8.5. I offered 5.5 because that's me. I don't need it. If he takes it, he takes it. But 2 months later, he says, you know what? I'll take it. Come get it. Plus 1,000 rounds of 5.56 because he knows that I shoot. I said, deal. I got my 22-foot enclosed trailer. I drove to Arizona. Came back just in time for me to get to work. Actually, I went to work like 2 hours late the next day. But that's how I got this complete CRX SI. He could have gotten the 8.5, but guess what? He did not list it. I made a post on the CRX page asking, does anybody have a Y49 for sale? Stock, clean. And he messaged me, says, you know what, I'm thinking about selling mine. And that's how we started this talk. If he would have listed it, hell no, I would not be able to have gotten that car. Somebody else would have bought it. They may not have had deeper pockets than me, but that may have been their dream car. It's not my dream car, but that may have been their dream car, and they would have probably been willing to spend everything they have on it. I have it. I'm glad I got it. So there's my story on that one as well. So NSX is still NSXing. She's still a beauty. I've been driving her. I love my T37s. They look so good. By the way, I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your life to kind of just see what the hell's going on with mine. But I haven't done videos because I've had a change in work situation. It's changed in the way to where I am not. I don't have the free time like I used to. So I don't have the time I used to. I work a lot more hours. For the past 2 months, I've been working about 80 to 90 hours a week. So, yeah, good paychecks. Wife has been working 60 hours a week consistently for the past few months. So money is not an issue, but time is. And unfortunately, I just can't. You know, I work on the cars. Like when I disconnected the harness and all that stuff, I'm doing that in like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and I just don't have time to pick up the camera, and I definitely won't have time to like upload it and record and stuff. So today I have a date with my wife in about an hour and a half. I'm going to meet her. Here's how bad our time is. We live in the same house, okay? She's my wife. She gets off work today. I am off. Well, I'm working from home today. Very rare. That's not a normal thing, by the way. Normally out of state working. So we're gonna meet up at the movie theater at 4. Well, she gets off at 4. She works 30 minutes away from the theater. The movie starts at 4. So even then, very, very little time. But we're gonna meet at the movie theater because we don't have time for her to come home and then go over there. So I'm hoping that this is not a 100% permanent thing. We may be moving out of state as well to make things a little bit easier because my job is out of state. My new job is out of state. I travel a lot and it's a headache. But it's things that we got to do, and I thank God, and I feel blessed for the things that I have. So I'm not going to complain too much, but I do wish I had a little more time. But anyways, thank you guys for taking time out of your life to watch this. Hit the like button, share it, and I hope to hear from you guys on my comments below. Check out my Instagram, Steel on Target YouTube, and go and follow me there. Comment my stuff, like it, send me DMs if you got a question or just want to say hi. And yeah, peace out. I'll see you guys later.